And the Trojans will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Cephas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for room, it's Jordan. Nice move to pick up yardage. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They'll ride the hot hand. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. Hit as he throws. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Oh, there's the ball! Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Scrambling away. Makes the grab.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Got it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to blast their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they strike first. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving at 27 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He'll fire to his right, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move, he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Jordan.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, USC!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They're going to throw it over the top of the deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Rourke. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
A nice play by the defense. 30 short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cephas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Makes a catch and knocked down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. The option look. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Rourke. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Cephas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just be